willing to offer about $65 billion total for Monsanto. Monsanto is the endless target of the greenies. Why would that be?
Because if they merge, they would create the biggest GMO company in the world. Also, Monsanto is big in pesticides as well.
Genetically modified.
Thank you. Genetically modified organisms. Thank you. We already have the European Union Antitrust Commission saying we are going to review this one. We've got two former Department of Justice antitrust officials saying we're going to review this deal. And they already killed Halliburton, Baker Hughes, Staples Office Depot merger. So that may be why the stock's not moving that much higher, because they face antitrust hurdles.
Bayer is offering $127 for Monsanto. Monsanto is only at $107.
Yeah, correct.
So they've got antitrust problems. So you think it won't happen, probably.
Possibly. A big
share.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
Todd Horwitz, please come into this. We say that Monsanto is one of the most hated companies in the world because they're big into genetically modified organisms, genetically modified seeds, etc., Roundup and all that. Is that your experience? Is Monsanto hated? You trade commodities.
They are uniformly hated by everybody. They are not welcome. And if you mention Monsanto on a farm, they're going to come at you. They're not welcome by anybody. They're not the greatest operators when it comes to the average guy. So they do a lot of damage to people that they shouldn't be doing damage to. So they are not well liked. They're not well liked in the neighborhood, and this deal will probably not go through because of that.
Okay. Another one for you, please, Todd. The Saudis talk to the Russians about oil. The Iranians say, yeah, we'll go along with anything you come up with, but the price of oil goes down. $44 a barrel, only just. What's with this?
Well, I think oil itself here, we found a range between 40 and 50, but the bigger story is, Stuart, we've got a 100-year supply of oil in the United States of America without having to go into the greenies, without having to dig deeper. We can produce a 100-year supply. We are no longer held hostage by what happens with OPEC or Saudi Arabia or what goes on. You've watched the fear factor, which we haven't had any fear. With any trouble in the Middle East, we still don't get fear. Oil is going to stay in this range, trading basically what the dollar does and what the Fed does, because other than that, we don't need their oil anymore. We can survive without it.
Well said. Todd, Keith, Mike, thanks very much to all of you for being with us today. I'm glad you agree with my proposition that this market just wants to go up. You can come again. Check that big board. It just wants to go